Hey YouTube, it's Elvis Ammo here. Hey guys, in this video I am going to show you a brass catcher, and I am going to show you how to modify a flashlight by using a shotgun shell, and to use the brass catcher by adding one of these little gadgets right here to your Picatinny rail, and you can add maybe another one to another rifle that you like, and you can take your brass catcher and clip it right on there just like that, and you're ready to shoot. Now let me roll in some footage shooting with this brass catcher. See what we got here. Nice. That was real nice. Now that is my new favorite brass catcher, and one of the things that I really like about it is you can just leave this piece of hardware, if you want, right on your Picatinny rail. It looks like this right here. You just tighten her on down with that little torque screw, and you have all these different grooves right here to determine how far out or how far in you want it. This is a great box frame brass catcher. You got plenty of room, you cannot miss, and I'm telling you guys, I like it. Even the material. Now this is my old brass catcher right here, and this material sometimes would some of my brass would hang up on it, and I would have to really jiggle it, you know, to get it to come out of here. Now I didn't mind, you know, it's a brass catcher. A lot of us guys, if we're reloading, we want to catch our brass, and so we can find it, you know, so it don't disappear on us, or, you know, just hit the dirt or whatever you're worried about. But this just wrapped right around here like this with the Velcro, and it just sat on here like that. It wasn't a big deal, but you see how some of this material could just get in the way sometimes. And of course this isn't something you use in a defensive situation anyway, so if we got one hung up, it wouldn't be a big deal, right? If it caused us a malfunction, we wouldn't be using one of these for that. So Fiacci sent me this. I actually asked them for it just because I thought it looked cool, and now I'm glad I did, because it is cool. So this is how it works. You just it's got this little spring right here, and you just push it and just slide it right on there. Sometimes and you can see how it fits underneath this this scope pretty good. You know, there's plenty of room, there's plenty of clearance right here, you know, for you know, and there's obviously there's plenty of adjustment here too, you know, on you know, for placement, so that kind of thing. Anyway, that's my new favorite brass catcher. They're very inexpensive. I'll list it in the description, and you guys should really check that out. That is definitely by far my favorite, and it just so happens, I'm not sure, but they actually give me two of these in the box with it. I'm assuming that's what comes with it, two of these, which is really nice, because you could take your other rifle that you're trying to shoot your reloads in, and put one of these on it, and then you don't have to remove this other piece of hardware. So there's that. So and also there was this flashlight right here was actually one of the flashlights that I was supposed to review in the last video that I done on some of these lights, on some of these weapons lights. Now this is, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch my video where I say finally just click on and click off flashlight with no strobe, no high, no low. I love it. And it also, they come with the tail piece here, you know, for your remote and all of that. And it just so happens that I have this other flashlight that is just unrelated, that the tail light, the remote will actually fit on here as well. And this is a tough flashlight too. If I can find it, I'll put something down there, a link in the description on it, if I can find this thing. Now this is a really nice light, but it does have strobe and high and low and all that stuff. Anyway, this tail remote does fit on there, and it's a tough light. I've beat the crap out of it, so I like it. I'll put it in there if you're interested. So now let's look at what I've done here with these flashlights. I've been kind of beating them up a little bit since I've gotten these, and one of the things that I wanted to be able to do with this light is I wanted to be able to use these are your 18650s in these flashlights. I think these flashlights are going on sale, Black Friday sale. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, a week or so. I'll put a link in the description for these lights. You can't even buy a regular old flashlight for some of the prices that they have on these. And I'm telling you, I've been beating them up a little bit. Just throwing that out there. All right, they come with these rechargeable batteries right here that I really like because I've been collecting them. And one of the things that I like about it is with this light, if you want, this is my modification with the shotgun shell. All right, if you want to, you can cut this brass off of this shotgun shell. This is a thin-walled shotgun shell, okay? So just so you know. Anyway, some of these cheap birdshot loads, that's all you'll get. So so what I done is I took these. These are from my Streamlight batteries, and they are the CR123s. All right, the CR123s. Most of us know what these are. You just put these together. You cut that shotgun shell, and you slide them in, and you make one battery out of it. And all I did was I cut that this shell, the brass off, and then I just pulled my I threw it on the floor. And I just pulled the blade down it just like that, and so that it would just overlap slightly. And what that does is it makes it the same size as the 18650s. And actually it's just barely shorter, but they work just fine, because what I've done is I've put them in here, and I put them in here, and then I put the cap on it, and I lit it up, and then I just beat the crap out of it. You know, started slapping it around, and it stays on, and that's usually an indication. I'll talk more about flashlights on another video on some of the repairs that we can do on them, because I know that we run into all kinds of problems with flashlights malfunctioning and that kind of thing. Some things that I've learned along the way. But that is a great mod right there. So if you just if you don't like the rechargeable battery, or not so much that you're going to like the battery. These are very powerful batteries, and they last a very long time. So but if you want the ability to have just charged batteries in your pocket or in your pack or whatever, so there you go. But you can do that, no problem, and that's about as simple as it gets. Just find you a shell on the range somewhere and cut it off and run your knife down it, and then that's as simple as that. Yeah. So now, so these flashlights. This is the this was the one I already showed you in another video. The difference between these two flashlights is this one is a little bit more expensive. This one's a little less expensive because this one, they're the same light exactly. They have a different mounting system. This mounting system is, it gives you some more options along with this extension right here, so you can extend it out and that kind of thing. All right, but they're both M-LOK mounting systems. Okay, so I'm going to put a link in the description for these. Check them out, guys. Like I said, I've been beating them up. I'm pretty impressed so far. So now the other thing that I want to talk about real quick is this thing. This is another. I'm trying to give you guys a heads up on stuff that you should be collecting, okay, for problems that could come about down the road. All right, don't put all your eggs in one basket. With a battery pack like this, and if I can find these, I don't know, I've had these a long time. If I can find something similar to this or this, I'll put a link in the description. But these are just battery packs. It actually has a solar option on the front of it. But you can plug them in the wall and charge these up and charge your cell phone or your laptop or just whatever. But the cool thing is you can also have a battery that you can plug in, and you can be charging it up if your power is out, so that you can recharge batteries. Unless you have an endless supply of batteries, guys, get you some rechargeables. And you can't beat these 18650s. All right. Well, these flashlights come with a charger even, and so you'll start your collection of batteries and chargers. All right. Just throwing that out there for, you know, some of you prepper types that might want to collect some stuff that'll help you out down the road. So anyway, guys, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.